briefed.
Sean never knows what's coming next. Neither do our guests. It's all...
Just when I think I have all the answers, you change the questions.
That's it. That's it. And he says that 100 times a day, and it never gets old. Awesome. So, drum industry news, we try to highlight things that folks might not be aware of. Typically, this is kind of from our perspective, and we've all worked in the drum retail world. We've all worked at drums, etc. So we've got a unique perspective that a lot of folks don't have today. As it is approaching, I would like to talk about Black Friday and large sales at the store.
Yeah.
And from our perspective, what's the goal of the sale? Where are we going with it? Let's talk about different things that worked, that flopped throughout the years. A lot of folks just see an advertisement and say yay, nay, or they come or they don't. But we are here every single year trying to figure out what will get people in the door, what works, what doesn't. But we don't have to just limit to Black Friday. We've done parking lot sales. We've done all sorts of things. So, yeah, do you want to talk about like the kinds of things we've run in the past?
Yeah. We've run specials where we buy in certain items and discount that as a kind of a leader item. Like, oh, we can advertise cymbals for $60, whatever it is, and then buy that kind of, that stuff in and advertise it that way. I always found that a certain percentage off of merchandise is a good one, because so many different drummers are out there that need different things. Not everyone needs a Bobo crash cymbal for $60.
Right.
It's like, so you take advantage of the guy that wants to get a nice drum thrown, and take advantage of, I think, the inventory that we have instead of buying inventory to sell it at a discount. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. We have a lot of inventory here, so I think let's create our own sales. Let's create our own Black Friday deals. A lot of the companies will come at you with different Black Friday deals of their own that they're trying to sell to the drum shops to pass on to the customer. But I think that when we did the buy one item, get the second item of equal or lesser value at half off, I thought that was tremendous. That was always a good deal.
Was that any item? Like
Yeah,
you guys made-
anything.
You could buy a
That's
drum
awesome.
set and then buy another drum set for the same price and get it for half off.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Because it's been a while since I did the sales part of it.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we
sure.
weren't big into sales when I worked there.
Right.
No, we never have really pushed it. We've had a couple of things that we've done that have kind of worked, but it's never and I kind of wanted to bring this up. In the music stores everywhere, I don't think I've ever seen a like Black Friday like nightmare, like someone's phone recording, like busting down doors, like stomping over people. Like that doesn't necessarily happen in our industry. Part of that is just a little brief behind the scenes is that like margins on this kind of stuff is not like what margins are at like Kohl's. You know what I mean? It's not like they can sell a T-shirt for $2 that was marked at $50. That's never really going to happen in a drum shop unless they're closing. And even then, you probably won't buy it.
it's
You
a
know what I
small
mean?
margin.
It's like,
I remember sometimes we were buying sticks with like $1 or $2 turnaround on a markup, and it just was very.
It's true.
There was not a lot of room to work, and you're
No,
like,
there's
I can't.
There's
I,
not.
I can't discount this anymore. you
Right,
know?
so for
if
that-
you're paying $5 and selling it for $7, there's not a whole lot of room there to operate.
Yep.
right. And then being like, yeah, guys, sticks 10% off is not a very attractive
not very
sale.
attractive.
10% off of $10 is like, 10% off of $100 is a little bit better, Now it's, but 10% off of a pair of sticks is like,
Yeah, yeah.
One of the only sales I was really around for was the store closing sale. Like I just don't recall ever having big sales.
Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be like a nostalgia throwback because
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's what we
Yeah,
want.
we're gonna bring up
it
the old-
on.
the old-
Bring
the
it
You
on.
old
weren't a
school
part
days.
of the parking lot sales?
I know. Came after the parking lot sales and
Oh my god.
left before the liquidation sale.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, the parking lot sales that we had were.
I lied.
a
I
lot
think I was
like-
there for one because
Okay.
the 1 year Andrew won the snare drum toss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
That
you're
was
right.
it.
I lied.
Okay.
Can we talk about the snare
I
drum
lied.
toss? Let's talk about the snare drum
How about we
toss.
bring it back?
And I think that's a bold move in today's world. We'll get canceled.
Yeah.
But no. But like this is something that would get so much pushback today, but I think is absolutely hilarious. Can you describe what the snare drum toss is and was?
Well, we had a junk snare drum that we decided to toss in our parking lot, and it was an open invitational. We allowed people to sign up for this, and basically it was whoever, we had 30 people sign up for the snare drum toss, went to the parking lot, and we called out each individual names, and they come up and they would toss the snare drum. Wasn't fair at
no,
all. if you
and
think
we
about
say
it.
when we say toss, like some guys went up there like a shot put and did like 3 spins,
Sure.
and launched that thing 40 yards across the parking
Yeah.
lot. It was awesome.
And we have this all on film.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And I was emceeing the entire thing.
Yeah.
I had the megaphone in my hand, and I was calling out the names, and I was making funny jokes. And
And to be fair, when you say went out in the parking lot, like I've seen the footage from this event.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, this isn't like, yeah, we'll stand in the parking lot and throw it in the grass or the mud. No, it hit pavement. It hit the blacktop, and pieces were falling off. And that's kind of what you were saying, is it wasn't really fair. The snare drum got lighter and lighter as
Sure.
pieces busted off.
yeah,
of
and
it.
then you were able to grip it better because the heads broke on it. So then finally, who was
Andrew.
Andrew.
Yeah.
He's a big,
Yeah, he's a
muscle
big boy.
head guy. You know, big
And he,
muscle
he,
head
he
guy.
I think that thing's still probably flying
Sorry,
across the
Andrew.
It
parking
probably
lot.
is. Yeah,
Sean
Sorry,
has trouble
Andrew.
with that.
Andrew, if you're
Yeah,
out there, you still hold the
anyway,
record for the furthest snare drum toss.
But he won, and the greatest thing is that I didn't use the siren effect until he got up there and threw it further than anyone, and then I realized that there was a siren effect on the thing, and it went woo, because there was no one going to beat this guy, and he came out of nowhere too. He didn't even sign up.
He just showed up and
Didn't even
It
sign
was
up.
illegal.
he's like, I'll take this, and just threw it.
Wow.
And then we had a prize, of course. I forget what the prize was, but it was a substantial amount. It was
Yeah.
like $100 or
You
something.
should have given him the snare drum.
Should have. We signed it, I think.
I think we did sign it because we signed a drum set one of those years too.
We had that drum up until the sale.
The one that said like I signed this drum first.
There was all
Yeah.
sorts of names on it. Yeah, we had that up until the sale. Probably went in
I
the
think
sale
that
or
was
something
the
like
drum set. There was like a backstory to that drum set.
right.
that. Okay, what is
Ever-
this? What's the drum set?
It was. Do you remember that white
It's
drum
white-
set we had?
white
Yeah,
drum
it was
set,
white
yeah.
and it had just signatures. Was it
We just had customers sign this drum
just
set.
sign a drum set? Like
Yeah.
it just like hey, sign the drum. You're like what? Let's sign a drum. Like
Yeah. And
Just
then if 1 out of 1,000 people gets famous,
oh yeah,
Easy money.
Yeah, it's basically
Free the
just racking
Fallen
up,
was on there, remember?
racking up
Easy
free
money,
autographs.
Band.
Yeah, but it was a cool like stuff like that was cool. It was interactive with people in the
Yeah, I
shop,
like
and I mean
that
it was
stuff.
it was so like engaging with your customers to have these cool events. Like what other drum shop has ever done a snare drum toss? I mean, I've never seen anything like that.
No.
Even nowadays, I've never seen anything like that on social media.
Yeah.
And Adam jokes that that wouldn't fly today.
no, yeah.
But the
No pun
funny thing
intended.
is no pun
No pun intended.
But the funny thing is, we posted that online, and we did have some haters coming out like, "How dare you do that to an instrument? Some kid could have used this." I'm like, "This thing was already beat up, guys."
Yeah,
I'm
this
like,
was-
this
was-
relax.
It was
we're
already
having
out of
fun."
commission.
Yeah, it's a $40 drum. Like, it's a toy.
And it's broken.
Yeah,
So
and
the
it's
parts
broken.
the parts needed to fix it. You could buy 2 new drums.
You could buy 2,
And,
3,
yeah, it was-
possibly
it was
4
done.
new drums.
Bottom line,
was
the thing
done.
was scrap, and it was
It was what
Yeah.
we'd like to call housed.
it was housed.
completely housed.
Housed.
Awesome. But yeah, so we've had like different sales and different things. I found the signs from last year downstairs while I was getting ready for the drum show coming up. Pennsylvania Drum Show happening November 19th. That's my plug. Go check out drumsetcetera.com for more details. It's going to be amazing. But when I was getting ready for the drum show downstairs,
That was smooth.
You like that?
That was smooth.
I'm going to work it in at least 12 times during this podcast. Count at home.
That's one. I'm not
right.
at home.
All right, you're gonna keep track. No, but when I was doing that, I found the signs, and what we ended up doing last year, which I thought was a really good idea and it was pretty successful, was like the classic restaurant thing. Like if you buy a gift card, you get like a bonus gift card kind of thing. Amusement parks do this. I saw Hershey do this, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So it was if you spend $50, you get a $10 free gift card or something, or $5, and if you spend $100, you get $25 free. But then that gets people coming back, and it's good for the store, and you know what I mean. Things like that make you want to at least get to that threshold. A lot of folks are shopping for Christmas, and they're going to hit that in a drum shop. I mean, nowadays, if you just buy a brick of sticks, you're going to hit that. You know, so maybe we'll do something like that. We haven't released what we're doing yet, but we'll see. We'll see if anyone has any ideas. Throw them out to us in some way. And maybe we'll make something happen. Maybe we'll surprise you. Maybe there'll be a snare drum thrown. And that
Support
might
your
happen.
local drum shop.
Support your local.
Support
drum
your
shop,
local drum
guys.
shop. If there's one plug from today, it's that one. Support your local drum shop.
Huge.
Not gonna find a snare drum toss on the internet.
No.
Yeah.
Or at a big box store
Nope.
chain.
Nah.
Won't
No
see that in
way.
Best Buy.
Nah.
You're
They don't
gonna-
even sell
you're not gonna
instruments
see that
anymore.
at
They gave
Applebee's.
up. We outlasted Best Buy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Take that, Best Buy.
Yeah.
Take that. Awesome. This is going to be the theme of the podcast. We'll start talking about a topic, and then it will just spiral down into nothingness, and then we'll start calling out big chain retailers that are still in business. No, let's move on. Since we're talking about gear, let's jump into Hall of Fame.